Are you starting a business because you think it can scale? And what do you mean scale? You have a 1-year projection, you have a 3-year projection, you have a 5-year projection. Where do you want to be in 1 year? Where do you want to be in 3 years? Where do you want to be in 5 years? And what does that mean? Does it mean that you could go from a location that's what, maybe 1,500 square foot to maybe 3,000 square foot because then it's bigger? Are you staying in the same region, in the same suburb, in the same county? Or are you scaling into other cities, other towns? And that means that you understand the business well enough to know that it is a scalable business, which means that you can go from one location to another location to another location. Or you can actually stay in one city. So for example, take me, for example, our flagship store, Sammy's Wholesale Cash and Carry, started in Birmingham. This will be 15 years ago. But I can guarantee you that from day one, I knew it was a scalable business. So much so that the lease that I signed was a 3-year lease, and I knew that we would not be there after 3 years. But that's a story for another day. This is something I'm going to package in what I call my story. How did I get here? But that's for another period. But now today we're talking about the why. And then I knew that was going to be the case. But then from then on, I scaled into having a corner shop mini mart style, because I looked at and I studied the Tesco's of this world, the Morrisons of this world. Sainsbury's, they have what you call Sainsbury's local. You have Tesco that has the Tesco Express. And I'm thinking, because we have this business that we have started on this scale, I didn't start small. We started in a 3,000, just under 4,000 square foot premises, a warehouse, a unit, where we had a butchery, we had products, to start with. Again, the story how that happened will be discussed in another session. But very quickly and very easily, because this is Birmingham. Birmingham is a big city, and today I can tell you that apart from the Sammy's Wholesale Cash and Carry, which was our flagship store, in a 10,000 square foot warehouse, though that wasn't where we started from, we scaled from a much smaller warehouse into that. We also now have 2 other stores that are called Sammy's Express, one in Periba and one in Pesha Road, the one which is newly opened in 2025. And that is a scalable business because of other factors around it. So again, would you go into a business because from the startup, you know that it is scalable, you know that you can grow it, you know that you can have more locations, you know that. But all of those things that you build into your plan. And you will only know that because you know the viability of the business. So it speaks to the why. Do you go into a business because it's a means to an end, or you want to generate income? Do you go into a business because it is scalable? There's a viability to it that it can grow from here to here, and in 3 years, you either have moved into bigger premises, or in 3 years or 5 years, you have 2 or 3 more locations. Now, I have this one very interesting why. Some people's why would be because somebody else is doing it. And they're thinking, oh, if that person can do it, then I can do it. Especially if you know the history and you have the history of the person. Oh, was that not that guy that went to that school, or was not that guy that we grew up together in Shomolu or Ketu or Jotama 12, Or is not that guy that, is the church leader or this leader and everything else? Am I not smarter than that guy? Do I not know more people than that guy? So because of that, I think, or you think, yes, indeed, you also can do it. If you can do it, I can do it. And to be honest, I wouldn't even knock that if that's your reason. But then, are there other parameters to this that you should or you would readily consider before you start a business as to the why? But then there's the one thing that I know that is very critical and is very important, and that's the need. And that's one of the things I always start with. What is the need for what you want to do? What purpose is it serving? You want to serve a community, you want to build a community, you want to, again, like I said, generate income for it. You want to make it to a legacy business. You want to make a name out of it. You want to be the go-to person. You want to develop into a brand, you know. We can dream all of these things. We can think all of these things. And all of these things are the things that, you know, we would readily and we should readily do. But how will I end this? I would end this by saying that at the time that you are pondering or dreaming or desiring or planning to start a business. Now, in my case, the African Caribbean food business or that sector, that one thing that is very critical and important that I would always recommend is to get guidance, get mentorship. You know, no one knows it all. Even the most experienced people today, even as I am, I would say I'm experienced by the grace of God because of what I've been able to build. Even till tomorrow, I'm still getting guidance, I'm still getting mentorship, I'm still asking questions, I'm still learning and learning and learning. So before you take that step, what does Johnny Walker say? A journey of 1,000 years starts with a step. That's one step. It is very critical that number one, you understand the terrain that you want to go into. It's also very understand you research into it, find the people that are already in it, that are doing well, successful, has the success story, has the onions, has what to showcase and has what to prove, and get guidance, because indeed it all can be done. You just answer the question why, and if the why is valid, then it can be done, it is viable, and you will succeed. And that's one of the reasons I'm here. My name is Olusegun. Let's talk.